Welcome to Just Beast Fitness. I'm your trainer Jasper Bravo. Today we are training our back, guys. And you know it's a bulking season, so it's that season where we just want to get bigger and of course bigger in muscles and leaner. Now we are starting this workout by doing a little bit of course, posing exercises just to show ourselves our progress, to see how far we've been. You see, this is what helps us adjust our diet as is, because sometimes you notice that if you don't really track how you look, you're not going to know whether you need to add more calories or less, assuming you are on a bulk like right now. And if you're on a cut, for instance, and you realize that in your posing you're not getting leaner week after week, it means you need to drop down on the calories. And of course the vice versa if you are working on bulking, which we are doing right now. So we need to check. If we realize that we are not adding some meat, of course that will mean that we are not doing enough of eating, so we'll add a little bit of calories. And right now I can notice that we are doing good. And we start by warming up, by the way, and we just did a few warm-up reps of push-ups. Then we follow it immediately with the first set of the workout, which is going to be 100 reps of pull-ups. I know this is crazy, but sometimes I do this. Sometimes on occasion I just choose one workout, then I go full blast on the first set, then I do the other workouts on different body parts or the same body part, but now with less intensity. Now on this day I just decided to start with doing different grips of pull-ups and chin-ups, and resting, doing each and every subset or mini set to failure. So you'll notice that some of them I'm doing just 3 reps, some I'm just doing 5 reps, but what matters is we are pushing ourselves all the way to 100 reps with minimal rest in between the sets. This is just a very great way of getting a serious pump just at the beginning of the workout. Telling you, let's say for instance, if you wanted to build a big back and you don't have so much time, this is a good way you can do this. Just have, let's say, 30 minutes of doing 2 body parts, and you want to start with the back, just do 100 reps of pull-ups with a minimal rest in betweens. Then you go to the next workout. You will thank me later because you are going to feel some crazy ass pump on your back. And if you do that consistently, you will see the results. You'll see that because with time you'll notice that your back will start becoming wider and thicker, if that's what you're going for. Of course, if you don't like having a big back, if you don't like having that V-taper shape, please avoid this type of workout at all cost, because it will make you have a bigger back. So this is a very good workout, by the way. These pull-ups are one of the best workouts for both ladies and men, because it's one of the biggest and the best tests of strength and fitness. That's why when you notice that almost all serious militaries in the world, one of the most consistent workout in military passage is usually the pull-ups and the chin-ups, because if you can pull yourself up there, I can assure you that you are fit. There's no way you can pull your whole body up above your chin if you're not fit. You have to be fit to be able to do that. That's just one of the ways to test if you're fit or not. Of course, the people cannot do that, and I'm not saying that you're not fit. I'm just saying that this is one of the ways you can test. Of course, the other ways, if you can do several, let's say at least 15 reps of squats, you have some level of fitness. But this is a target for everyone. This should be a target for everyone, whether ladies or guys. Always, I just want you to have that target in your plans and your fitness journey, that one day you are able to pull yourself up either by chin-ups or pull-ups in any grip that you like, but at least be able to do that, because it means you're able to carry your body. So we are done with the 100 reps of of pull-ups, and that means you're having some crazy pump right now. We're going to the next workout, which is going to be dumbbell rows, bend over dumbbell rows. And here we are aiming for at least 15 reps for the first set. Already right now our back is super pumped, and I can assure you that right now we are feeling so tight around the back. And so even doing this workout is not easy, but you know, we got to do what we got to do. We're also supersetting these with some shrugs on the machine, just to allow us to build that traps up there, to have that balance of a back. So we are doing the dumbbell bend over rows, then you move directly to some weighted machine shrugs. You can do dumbbells or bar shrugs, as long as you get something that you can allow you shrug and you hold a little bit at the top and you control the movement. So we also, these with the shrugs, we are aiming for 15 reps at least. Then we rest for a few seconds, say a minute to 3, then we go back. Personally, I usually do around 40 seconds to a minute. Then you go back to the second sets of dumbbells. I know you're asking yourself how many kgs these are. These are 40 kilograms, but they were not going pretty heavy because the back is already so fucking tired by there after doing the previous workout. So this is the back, and I just wanted to have high reps and control the weights well. That's why I went for that. Of course we can do 50, but we want to control the weights well, and I also didn't want to use too much of traps on this day. We go back to the shrugs, supersetting, aiming for another reps, at least 15 reps for the second set. And right now we are feeling that part, that traps, we're feeling it pumped, and of course that's what we are looking for. Then we go direct to the next workout. This is a single arm row, and on the side, this is just a workout I came up with because when I'm doing this workout, as you can see right now, I'm having some injury on my shoulders. It's not yet healed. So I had to just work around the workouts that could allow me to do this without feeling the pain, because the normal lat pull down machine was quite painful on my shoulders. That's why I was doing that. So I'm starting with the left arm, then I go do the same number of reps, which is 10 to 15 reps for the first set of the workout. Yes, I know you're wondering what I'm doing with that dumbbell down there. That dumbbell is the one that is allowing me to balance so that the weight doesn't pull the whole of me up, because it's quite heavy weight and I'm not a heavy individual. So that's why. So we're still supersetting it with the shrugs, just to make sure we get enough blood pumped to our upper traps to get that, you know, that part of the shoulder that you usually see, that part next to the shoulder that people see even through your t-shirts or through your shirt. When is that part that when you see, you realize that this is somebody who is a strong individual. It's somebody you don't fuck around with. If you see somebody with some serious traps, it's one of the biggest ways to show that you are a powerful, strong individual. We're going to the next set of the same workout, the lat pull down. Again, single arms at the same time. Then we go to we superset it with the shrugs on the machine. Yeah, I just wanted also to tell you guys that there's something that goes around, especially guys who work out, the fitness guys, or people who are just around, who are around the self-help. Because I know if you're somebody who does fitness stuff, or if you're somebody who tries to get fitter, chances are that you are somebody who cares about self-improvement. And I just wanted to say that, especially if you're working out, also you can apply this everywhere else, is people really mistake or misuse consistency in a way that it makes it, instead of it being an asset, it becomes a liability. And let me explain. I noticed that somebody goes to the gym, for instance, let's use gym as an example in this case. Then you go to the gym, let's say You tell yourself, I'll be going to the gym 7 days a week or 5 days a week, which majority of people do that. Then the first week, you successfully do that. Then the second week, you notice that you didn't go on Monday, but you went on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Few people will do that, but most people, they notice that since I didn't go on Monday, it means I'm losing consistency. So I need not do that. I need not go to the gym. I need to wait until next month for me to start. And then that makes you feel like maybe you failed because you didn't go one day, because you think consistency is never failing. But that one, because this world is full of so many uncertainties, I can tell you that that is a recipe for disaster, because there are days you'll wake up, or there are days that you'll not even be able to wake up if you're lucky enough, and you'll be able to go to the workout, but the following day you'll be able to do it. So since yesterday you didn't work out, you should not stop yourself from working out today because you didn't work out yesterday, because that works against you. So consistency is not really not missing a day, but consistency is never stopping even when you missed a day. Okay, now we're done with the workout. By the way, we did a total of about 15 to 20 sets, assuming that we were also, counting the number of sets we did on the pull-ups. And right now I like the feeling that I'm feeling on my back, and if you guys can see, the body is not looking really bad. We are looking good, and you're heading the right direction. And yeah, that is the back. Guys, I've been working on the width of the back, but right now I realized that we need to work on both the thickness and the width, because I'm seeing that the width is as caught up enough with the thickness, and now we need to go back to working on the thickness again, so that we have that balance and symmetry throughout the body. So that's what it means to have an aesthetic body. Just always looking at the weaknesses, working on it, then bring up the body parts which are lagging behind. Then when they catch up with the rest, we'll always notice that there's one that is lagging behind. Always bring it up, then it catches up with the rest, and so on and so forth until no end. Because I just want you to know that a fitness journey is a journey that never ends. There's no goal. The goal is just never stopping, and there's no that physique that we want to achieve. The physique we want to achieve is just getting better every day, bettering the weaknesses and strength, making the strength even stronger. That's all. Nothing in between. There's no specific, I can't lie to you that I have a specific goal of a type of a body I want. I just want to never stop doing this and fixing any part that needs to be fixed forever. Let me see you in the next one.